Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chow with Lau. Before I start, I know what you're thinking. There's something different about me, right? Check out my new glasses. These are the best glasses I've had in years. Do you think they suit me? Please comment below, see if you like them. But I can see amazing, which might help my cooking. Anyway, on with the show. Today I'm going to show you how to make crispy buttered pork. Let's do this. So before we get into this video, I have to give a shout out to my sister and my brother-in-law, Hong and Louis Wong, who've inspired me to do this video because it's based on, well, theirs really. It's something they used to do when they had a takeaway, when they used to do crispy buttered pork ribs, which are the best in the world. So I've kind of adapted the recipe to go on some just pork chops, which will be amazing also, I believe. Louis and Hong, well, they keep saying that they want to appear on my channel, so I'm actually thinking they should start their own channel because they would be good, if nothing else, as a comedy duo. But before they come beating down my door to demand some royalties, let's just do this, shall we? So I'm using pork shoulder because these are nice marbling, so it's going to be juicy and tender and not dry. That's the most important thing, because pork can go pretty dry if you cook it wrong or it's the wrong cut of meat. So I'm cutting these pork shoulders into strips like this because that ensures that it's going to fry very quickly and evenly. You can cut it into cubes or whatever you like, but I quite like the idea that they still resemble kind of ribs, but obviously without the bone. So to flavour the meat, I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, a good pinch of salt, and a nice sprinkling of white pepper. I'm just going to coat it in a little bit of plain flour. I should imagine there's about 1.5 tablespoons of plain flour there. And then we're going to just rub it in. And that flavour should coat every piece of the pork. So the next step is to make the crispy batter coating, and we're going to do this in kind of reverse order. Bear with me. This is going to be the final coating, the dry coating we're going to put on the ribs. And this is self-raising flour. It's an unspecified amount. It's just enough so that we can dip our pork in to give it that final dry dusting, okay, which will give us that extra crunchiness that makes this recipe so special. So just enough to coat our pork. That's all you need to know at this stage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some seasoning on it. So I'm going to add some salt and some more ground white pepper, some more paprika, another teaspoon, another teaspoon of garlic powder. Give it a nice shimmy, just work its way all the way into that coating. There we go. In with the hands as well, make sure it's all mixed in. Just give us an extra bit of flavour. Nice. To make the main body of the batter, what we're going to do is add 2 eggs. It could be 1 or 2 depending on how much pork that you're using. Sort of play it cautiously, maybe try 1 egg and then 2. I think for the amount of pork I'm using, which is 3 of the shoulder steaks, which are quite large, 2 is probably about right. So we're just going to rub this way through, and it's going to obviously make the ribs sticky, which is what we want at this stage. And we just massage it in. This is one of those feelings that feels so wrong, but it's quite nice. Squelchy. Quite therapeutic. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we rub it in. The flour that is already kind of dusting the pork should absorb it as well and hold it on. And now we bring back some more self-raising flour. And we're going to add this in until the mixture goes dry-ish. When I say dry-ish, I mean kind of sticky, but no longer wet. That apparently is the point that we stop at. So it's getting gloopier and stickier. Okay, ooh, steady. Okay. I think we're close. Okay, it's got that familiar kind of knobbly texture to it, although it's still really, really soft and sticky. That texture you can see when you fry it, it will come out looking a little bit like that. I'm going to put a little bit more. Okay. That should do it, I think. Right guys, bamboo chopstick is fizzing nicely. It's time to do this. Okay, so if you can see here, this is my bowl of self-raising flour. So we're going to pop the strips of pork into the flour to give it the final dusting, and the stickiness of the coating we've already put on it will stick the flour to it, and then we can start frying said pork. Carefully. I don't have to remind you how dangerous this possibly can be. Yeah, go careful guys. Right, as you can see, I am using my new wok, which is, as woks are, most versatile of kitchen implements. And I'll put links in the description to where you can get these off Amazon, if anybody's interested. Along with all my commonly used utensils, I think. People keep asking me about where I get these things from, so I might as well show you. What they are, they'll be, just to come kind of totally transparent, these are what they call affiliate Amazon links. So that if you do buy anything from my links, I get a very, very small, I mean tiny cut. You don't actually pay any more. They actually pay me a kind of a commission, which is really nice. So nobody loses out. And obviously I'm only going to recommend stuff that I really like, such as this wok. So that's rather cool. So that's one way, another way of supporting my channel. I would estimate that this would take 4 to 5 minutes to fry, but obviously make sure before you eat that the pork is cooked thoroughly. So when you cut a piece open, there's no blood. Obviously we don't want to cook it too much because pork can go really dry, but obviously try not to eat raw pork. That's not a, no. Rare pork is not something I would recommend at all. Look at this. When you've done this, you can have it as it is. I'm going to have it with some just plain wedges of lemon, just to give it a little bit of a, you know, cut through, a little bit of sharpness. But you can maybe make a sweet and sour sauce, of which I've got a recipe. If you look at the upper corner of your screen, or you could have it with, I don't know, a sweet chili sauce. That would be nice. Right guys, so that's been about 5 minutes. You can see how golden brown they are. I think we're done. So I'm going to fish everything out, and then it's going to be the favourite part of the video for me. It's tasting time. Get your taste buds ready. Right guys, moment of truth. Stew's fingers, gonna put a little bit more lemon on. Oh, it smells amazing. This is so good. There's not many establishments that actually make this, so it's quite a rare thing. Oh my God, that's good. You can probably hear how crunchy it is. And the pork is tender, still juicy. Flavour coming from the paprika and the garlic powder. Thank you, Hong and Louis. Brilliant recipe. I'm sure everybody out there is going to really like making this. It's really easy, really. And it's really delicious. Not complicated. You just need to know how to do it. And today, hopefully I've shown you. So please let me know what you think about this video. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you want to donate a bit of money, then please go for the super thanks underneath the video, little heart shape. And if you want to buy anything on my list, my Amazon affiliate list, that would help too. But none of it is mandatory, it's all voluntary. If you love me that much, then it'll be really helpful. If not, just keep watching, that's good by me. I'm just going to dive into this. Thanks guys, see you soon, take care, bye bye.